Abductions. I doubt if very many children are reading this, but I have good advice that you can pass on to your children about abductions. First of all, you need to make sure that your children are aware that there are very bad people out there who would abduct and kidnap them if they see a chance and an easy opportunity. We can no longer protect our children by keeping them innocent and naive. They must be talked to about this topic even though it's ugly and negative. A simple rule that you must teach your children is to never, ever willingly go along with a stranger no matter what they say or what threats they may use to get them to comply. Your children must be taught to resist as if their very lives depend upon it, because so often it does. You must instill in your children that the presence of a gun or a knife should not be enough to gain compliance if someone tries to abduct them. Abductors often abduct children from crowded, busy areas in broad daylight because the children get so scared that they comply and walk off with the kidnapper, who leads them right past many other persons who could possibly help them if they knew what was going on. Advice to give children if being abducted from a crowded place such as a mall, shopping center, sporting event, school, playground, etc. Regardless of what threats the abductor may have made, you must take a chance and try to escape rather than go with them willingly. Don't believe the threats to harm you if you don't cooperate, and to not hurt you if you do cooperate. Anyone that would hurt you if you don't cooperate will surely hurt you if you do. They'll just hurt you later and will probably hurt you more if they don't kill you. Plus they'll now have a reason to silence you. Disarm the abductor mentally by making them think that you are petrified and willing to cooperate. Walk with them if you have to in order to get closer to people that can help you. Look for people who can and will help you. Look for men who look like they can handle themselves, especially if there are several of them in a group. The best possible situation, other than police officers or security guards, is a group of 2 to 4 men with the woman and some children with them. Act as though you're compliant as your kidnapper escorts you past them, then suddenly grab onto the pants leg and belt or waist of the biggest man in the group. Then start yelling at the top of your lungs, "Help! Help! He's kidnapping me. I don't know this man, he is kidnapping me." Wrap your hands around and into his clothing several times and hold onto him as tightly as you can. Do not let go for anything or allow yourself to be pried loose by him, your abductor, or anyone else. What this is several things. It demonstrates the seriousness of the situation and the extreme nature of your fear. It helps dispel the false illusion that most child abductors try to create, the idea that they have a right to be with a child and that nothing is wrong except that the child is being unruly and rebellious as children will be. It forces the other parties to get involved. Once you grab one of them like that, they are now involved whether they want to be or not. Now they must act responsibly. In some states this act will have created a legally binding responsibility on them. Some states will even criminally prosecute citizens who don't help you. This action will get the attention of everyone around, and most citizens will not allow the abductor to just snatch the child back and proceed out of the building with them unless and until they are satisfied that the child is okay and that the adult is truly their parent or guardian. At the very least, people will call security, the police, or the managers to try to work it out before allowing the adult to leave with the child. Many people will gather around to see just what is going on. Many abductors will now just want to get away as quickly as possible because their little abduction attempt has been thwarted, and now many people will identify them as a possible abductor. This is what they fear most. If it's just a random abduction attempt anyway, most of them will pass on this victim and flee because they prefer easier targets. There is no way that they can now carry out their threats against you in the presence of these other adults who you've now involved.